Good morning, students. I am Rajesh Bist, lecturer in English, GIC Almora. I hope you will be fine with your family. Today, I am going to explain a poem, Aunt Jennifer's Tigers. This poem is written by Adrienne Rich. Adrienne Rich was born on 16th May 1929 in Maryland, United States. She was an American poet, essayist, and a feminist. She was called one of the most influential poets of the second half of the 20th century. She was credited with bringing the oppression of women. Adrienne Rich died on 27 March 2012 in California, United States. Aunt Jennifer Tigers is a poem about an oppressed woman who escapes into an alternative world of embroidery and sewing, despite a heavy marriage to a terrifying man. This is the first stanza of the poem. Aunt Jennifer's tigers prance across a screen, bright topaz denizens of a world of green. They do not fear the men beneath the tree, they pace in sleek chivalric certainty. In this poem, the poet Adrienne Rich is describing a lady whom she addressed Aunt Jennifer. Aunt Jennifer is embroidering a piece of cloth. She has designed beautifully tigers that are running and jumping without fear in the green forest. They are looking bright yellow in color, like the color of the topaz. These tigers are fearless and they are not afraid by the presence of man. जो टाइगर है ये बिल्कुल fearless है और आदमी की प्रेजेंस से ये प्रभावित नहीं होते हैं. Here we can sense the contrast of behavior between the tigers and the ant. The tigers designed by ant are fearless, whereas she herself is afraid of her husband. She always afraid with her husband and she had a lot of responsibility towards her family. और मैं कह सकता हूं, हम कह सकते हैं कि the marriage has made her a slave. शादी ने उसको एक प्रकार से गुलाम बना दिया था. तो in this stanza we can easily see the contrast of behavior between Aunt Jennifer and her tigers. I am reading the second stanza. Aunt Jennifer's fingers, fluttering through her wool, find even the ivory needle hard to pull. The massive weight of Uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. Here the poet Adrienne Rich describes the fear of Aunt Jennifer towards her husband. She says that while Aunt is doing embroidering, but her fingers are trembling with fear of her husband. It is difficult for her to pull needle up and down. Then she describes the wedding ring. She says that it is a kind of burden for her to wear this ring. This marriage has made her a slave and she has faced so many difficulties in her married life. Friends, this is the third and the last stanza of the poem. When Aunt is dead, her terrified hands will lie. Still ringed with orders she was mastered by, the tigers in the panel that she made will go on prancing, proud and unafraid. Here the poet says, Aunt Jennifer's wish to live a free and fearless life. But it is not possible for Aunt to achieve this freedom during her lifetime. She will achieve this freedom only after her death. But the irony of her life is that the ring will always remain on her hand. On the other hand, the tigers made by Aunt Jennifer will always live a free and fearless life by prancing proudly and bravely on the panel. I am going to tell you the poetic devices used by the poet Adrienne Rich in the poem. As you can see, there are 3 stanzas in the poem and all are quartets. There are total 12 lines in the poem. द राइमिंग स्कीम ए बी बी सी सी डी डी एंड ई एफ एल। अगर आप लाइन के आखिर में देखेंगे तो आपको वर्ड्स राइम करते हुए दिखेंगे, ठीक है। तो राइमिंग स्कीम्स की है ए बी बी सी सी डी डी एंड ई एफ एल। एंड देयर आर लॉट ऑफ फिगर ऑफ स्पीच यूज्ड बाय द पोएट। द फर्स्ट वन इज personification. The tigers are personified throughout the poem. They are described as proud, unafraid, brave, and confident. And here you can see the third line. The tigers are described as do not fear, fearless, and chivalry. And the last line, they are described as prancing, proud, and unafraid. So these are the clear examples of personification. The next one is alteration. There are two examples of alteration. The first one is fingers fluttering, and the next one is prancing, proud. The third figure of speech used by the poet is metaphor. आप देख सकते हैं वर्ड है bright topaz. Here the poet compares the yellow stripes of tigers to a precious stone topaz. So this is a good example of metaphor. And the next one is hyperbole. Hyperbole में आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ पर लिखा है the massive weight of uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. Here the poet exaggerates the weight of her husband's wedding band to make a point that how dominating he is. जहां पर पोएट ने एग्जैगरेट किया है किसका? अंकल्स वेडिंग बैंड का, अंकल की वेडिंग बैंड का, यह दिखाने के लिए कि उसका जो हस्बैंड है वो कितना अधिक डोमिनेट है, ठीक है। एंड द नेक्स्ट वन इज आयरनी. There are two examples of irony in the poem. The first one, a weak woman weaving a picture of tigers that are very strong and fearless. एक कमजोर महिला जो एक तस्वीर बना रही टाइगर्स की जो बहुत अधिक स्ट्रॉन्ग और फियरलेस है. And the second one, even when the creator dies, creator means when the Aunt Jennifer dies, her work will continue to exist. इसका जो कार्य है वो हमेशा एग्जिस्ट में बना रहेगा. So these are the two examples of irony. So that's all for now. I hope you will enjoy it. Thank you very much. We will meet the next video. Till then, goodbye.